As you can probably see, I'm sitting in my garden on a nice spring day. It reminds me of another garden that I sat in a couple of months ago. We had a study tour to the Holy Land from the diocese, and there we were, it has to be said, on a rather cold afternoon in the Garden Tomb, one of the sites which might be the site of Jesus' death and resurrection. It's a very quiet and peaceful place, kind of place you could almost imagine Easter morning happening, the quiet of the morning, and Mary coming through the mist. But there's another site not far away, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the more traditional site, and it's very, very different, about as different as you can get. It's in the middle of busy streets, it's noisy, there are people going here and there. And what's more, the site itself is laid claim to by different Christian denominations and traditions with their different chapels there. There's dispute there, there's argument. Well, both those places would have been rather different in the time of Jesus. But in terms of the symbolism, I have to say I go with the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, because it reminds us that the Passion of Jesus took place in the middle of a whole lot of human messiness. There were soldiers around, there was an occupying power, there were second-rate local leaders, there were religious parties in dispute one with another, there were the little narrow streets through which Jesus was jostled as he was taken through the city of Jerusalem. And there, in the midst of all that, there was that nasty, horrible crucifixion, that execution, and then a hurried burial in a nearby tomb. And then the quiet of the Sabbath, people resting. And then comes what we call Easter morning, the first day of the week, when people are going back to work, activities beginning to happen again. And there in the garden, Mary meets Jesus, and Mary is able to say, "I have seen the Lord."